You think renting is throwing your money away? Has someone told you that buying is always a safe investment? That's the most expensive lie your uncle has ever told you at a family dinner. Financing a house because of social pressure is one of the fastest ways to stay broke for the rest of your life, and today I'm going to prove it with numbers, not vibes. Over the next few minutes, you're going to understand why your landlord isn't actually getting rich off you, even though it feels that way. I'll give you a simple 3-step action plan to make renting build you more wealth than buying. But here's the catch. This plan is completely useless if you ignore the 5% rule I'm going to teach you at the end. Without that rule, yes, you're just a guy throwing money away. The rule is what separates smart renter from broke renter. This video is for normal people who want freedom and liquidity, not for people who need to say, "I'm a homeowner" at Thanksgiving dinner to feel validated. If you're looking for social approval, close this video. If you're looking for real returns, stay with me. Let's kill this myth right now. You're thinking, if I pay $1,500 in rent, I have nothing to show for it. But if I pay $1,500 on a mortgage, the house is mine. Technically true. But here's what that statement is hiding. When you rent and pay $1,500 a month, that is the maximum you will ever pay that month. Period. Boiler breaks? Landlord's problem. Roof leaks? Landlord's problem. Property taxes go up? Landlord's problem. HOA fees increase? Landlord's problem. When you buy, your mortgage payment is the minimum you will pay. It's the floor, not the ceiling. And you want to know where the real money disappears? Interest. During the first years of a mortgage, out of that $1,500 payment, $1,000 of it can easily be pure interest. You're not building equity, you're feeding the bank. Yeah. Nobody tells you that part. That money is gone, burned. You're not paying down your loan. You're paying for the privilege of having a loan, and on top of your mortgage payment, you also have to add property taxes, homeowner's insurance, HOA fees, and maintenance, which is always more expensive than your optimistic spreadsheet predicted. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Renting is buying patience. Buying a house decapitalizes you. That down payment, the money it took you years to save, disappears from your account in one transaction, and it locks you into one location for years. It's not that you can't afford to buy. It's that mathematically, you're often trading the next 10 years of your financial freedom for the false security of 4 walls. This is exactly where most people screw it up badly. Lucky for you, you found this video, because I'm about to break down the 2 most common mistakes almost everyone makes. Mistake 1, comparing apples to concrete. You look at the monthly mortgage payment and compare it directly to rent. The mortgage is only $100 more than rent. Easy decision, right? Sure, champ. Did you count the $30,000 down payment you just handed over? Did you count the $3,000 a year in maintenance and property taxes? If you didn't run those numbers, you're cheating at solitaire. You're only fooling yourself. Don't worry too much. In the action plan, I'll show you exactly how to calculate this. It's actually really simple. Let's keep going. Mistake 2. Ignoring opportunity cost. That down payment money, what would it be doing if it wasn't buried in concrete? If that $30,000 or $40,000 were invested at a 7% annual return, in 10 years you'd have almost double. By putting it into a house, that money stops working for you and starts working for the bank. I don't know if I've convinced you or upset you. Either way, if you decide to rent, you need to do it correctly, or you'll stay broke regardless. So here's your simple 3-step action plan to make renting build you more wealth than buying ever would. Step 1. Calculate the real cost. Grab a piece of paper, add up the mortgage interest for the house you'd want to live in, plus property taxes, HOA fees, and 1% of the home's value per year for maintenance. That number, that's the real cost of owning that property. Now compare it to the rent for a similar place. If the rent is similar to or lower than that number, surprise, renting is mathematically the smarter move. Do this calculation today. You'll quickly see whether the place you're renting right now is actually a good deal for you. Step 2. The gap. Let's say renting costs you $1,500 a month and buying, with all the real costs included, would cost you $1,800. That's a $300 gap. And here's the key part. Don't spend that $300 on going out. The broke tenant spends the difference. The smart tenant invests the difference. That brings us to step 3. The same day you pay rent, set up an automatic transfer of that difference into an investment account. If you don't automate it, you will spend it. No exceptions. Day 1, pay rent, automated investment goes out at the same time. This one simple habit can be the difference between financial freedom and staying stuck for another decade. But wait, how do you know if the rent you're being asked to pay is a ripoff or a steal? When should you run from a rental, and when should you actually consider buying? This is where the rule I promised you comes in. To know whether you're throwing money away or playing the system perfectly, use the 5% rule. It's simple. Take the value of the home you'd want to live in and multiply it by 5%. Then divide that by 12. If the monthly rent you're being asked for is lower than that number, renting is a financial bargain. The property owner is basically subsidizing your lifestyle. Quick example. A $400,000 house. 5% of that is $20,000. Divide by 12 months, that's about $1,667 a month. If you can rent that same house for less than $1,667 a month, you're winning compared to the capital costs, interest, and maintenance of owning it. But if they're asking you for $3,000 a month for that same house, then yes, my friend, you're getting ripped off. In that case, buying might actually be the better move. This is your compass. If rent is low relative to the home's price, rent and invest the difference. If rent is high relative to the home's price, buy or look in a different neighborhood. Now you have the rule to never get burned on housing again. But here's the thing. While you're doing the math on rent versus buying, the people who actually have real money are using a completely legal system to accumulate millions without paying a single extra dollar to the government. It's not magic, it's financial engineering that the wealthy have used for decades to grow their net worth while everyone else's stays flat. And the best part? You can copy exactly what they do without needing to be rich first. That's what we're breaking down in the next video.